Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new episode. Well, I am personally excited because today we cover the country because we will visit this country this summer Italy. Cominciamo. Let's start. Certainly, Italy is a country of diverse regions, each with its own distinct culture, dialects, and traditions. From the bustling streets of Milan to the historic neighborhoods of Naples and picturesque landscapes of South Tyrol, Italians from different regions may have difficulty understanding each other's dialects and may even feel like they are in a different world. This rich diversity adds to the charm and complexity of Italian culture. Italy is a boot shaped country located in Europe, surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea and bordered by France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia to the north. It's famously known for the saying, Tutte le strade portano a Roma. All roads lead to Rome. Also in the 1970s, Reggio tried to leave Italy. Italy is divided into 20 regions, with Rome as the capital, and five of these regions are Sardinia, Sicily, South Tyrol, Aosta Valley, and Friuli Venezia have special autonomous status. Italy's large cities include the capital Rome and followed by Milan and Napoli. The busiest airports in the country are Rome, Leonardo da Vinci, Milan, Malpensa, and Bergamo international airports. In addition to the two largest islands, Sicily and Sardinia, the country owns over 350 islands off its coast. Italy has a land dispute with France over the summit of Mont Blanc and a small enclave in Switzerland called Champione Italy, which is exempt from the EU value added tax zone due to hosting Italy's largest casino. Modern Italy attempted colonialism in the late 19th and 20th centuries, extending its influence on areas including the Balkan, Northern Africa, and the Horn of Africa. However, these endeavors, including a brief occupation of Ethiopia and Libya, faced resistance from local populations and ultimately ended. Italy's territorial shape reverted to its boot like form with two microstates enclosed within its borders. And of course, way too many castles, fortresses, churches, monasteries, museums, and ancient sites to list. But you got the point. Italy is a wonderful country to visit, especially in spring and summer times. Now we all know that Italy is insanely beautiful and so many areas, and everybody wants to see it. First of all, Italy's beauty comes at a cost. The country lies just above the convergence of the Euro-Asian and African plates in the Mediterranean, but also on the Apennines and Apennine Trust fault line that smashes into Western Europe, and that's how the Alps were formed. The Apennine Mountains, known as the Apennines, are a mountain range that runs the length of the Italian peninsula from the northwest to the southwest. They form the backbone of Italy, dividing the country into two regions: Peninsular Italy to the east and the Italian peninsula to the west. The Apennines Mountains are characterized by their rugged beauty, diverse landscapes, and rich biodiversity, making them a popular destination for hikers, nature lovers, and outdoor travelers. Italy's geography is defined by the Alps forming a barrier in the north and the Apennine Mountains running the length of the country like a spine extending to the island of Sicily. These mountains, formed by volcanic faults, have created stunning natural formations such as the Dolomites, the steep cliffs of Lake Garda, the Umbria valleys, and the rolling hills of Tuscany. Italy is divided into eastern and western halves, with a lush basin in the north fed by fresh snow melt from the Alps, resulting in the creation of rivers like the Po, the longest river in the country. The Po Valley extends approximately 650 kilometers or 400 miles from the French border to the Adriatic Sea, culminating in the city of Venice. Italy is also volcanic with about 30 volcanoes, including three active ones: Etna, Stromboli, and Vesuv, making it the most densely populated and potentially hazardous or dangerous volcanic region globally. The southern part of the region we can call Pizza Kingdom, and Napoli is like the capital. Sardinia is known for those cool cheese fritter dumpling things. Climate: Italy enjoys a mild Mediterranean climate, only snowing in the north and high altitude areas. Italy, despite facing challenges like deforestation and pollution, boasts the title of the most fauna biodiverse country in Europe, with over 57,000 recorded species, including about 4,800 endemic species. The country's economy ranked 8th in the world by nominal GDP, and exports is heavily driven by industry, particularly luxury items. Major companies like Fiat, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and fashion houses such as Armani, Versace, and Gucci play key roles in Italy's economic landscape. Italy has about 61 million people in their country. They are the third most populous country in the EU after the whole Brexit thing, and the sixth in all of Europe. Getting the exact ethnic makeup in Italy is a little difficult because Italy is a lot more diverse than you would think. Italy is predominantly ethnically Italian, with approximately 90% of the population identifying as such. However, this term encompasses a broad spectrum of Italian identifiers. About 2% of the population is Romanian, 1% is North African descent, and the remainder consists of various global ethnic groups, including Albanian, Turkish, Chinese, and Ukrainian. In Italy, there is a regional divide between the north and south, with southerners humorously referring to northerners as Palantoni due to the consumption of Palanto, while northerners call southerners Terroni. The origin of the latter term is unclear. The regional distinction reflects differences in culture and lifestyle, with the north known for its financial centers and preppy culture, while the South is characterized by rustic toughness and historically associations with the mafia. However, as a tourist, visiting Italy is generally safe, and the mafia's influence has diminished over time. They also use the euro, the Type C plug outlet, and they drive on the right side of the road. Italy's linguistic diversity is influenced by regional dialects, with South Tyrol predominantly speaking German and Osta Valley using French. Standard Italian, based on Florentine Tuscan, acts as an intermediate between the Gallo Romance dialects of the north and the Italo Dalmatian dialects of the south. This linguistic variety stems from the historical division of Italy into multiple kingdoms and states, each with its own semi Latin based language. This diversity led to creation of Italian hand gestures as a means of communication in regions with different dialects, reflecting the Italian concept of l'arte di arrangiarsi, or the art of figuring out on your own. Italy's history is marked by the rise and fall of various civilizations, including the Etruscans and Romans, the spread of Christianity, and the fragmentation of numerous kingdoms and feudal states. It all experienced invasions by barbarians and Byzantines, followed by the medieval era and the Renaissance. Sardinia Piedmont played a key role in unifying Italy after multiple independence wars. And finally, Italy became a country in 1861. The country witnessed mass emigration, participation in both world wars, the rise of fascism, and subsequent resistance movements. Post war, Italy experienced an economic boom, but faced challenges such as the 2008 crisis. Throughout, Rome remained the center of epicenter of ancient Rome and the capital city. The Catholic Church plays a major role, with 88% of Italians identifying themselves as Catholic, and more than 5% of the population are Muslims. Italy experienced mass immigration in the late 1970s and early 20th centuries, leading to significant Italian communities worldwide. Notable figures of Italian descent include artists, scientists, and leaders. Italy's relationship with its neighbors, particularly France, Argentina, Malta, and San Marino, is complex yet cooperative. Greece and Spain are considered Italy's best friends, sharing a strong Mediterranean bond. Overall, Italy's contributions to art, literature, fashion, cuisine, and more have made it a cultural beacon admired worldwide. Thank you watching for my channel. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe to learn more.